I'm a PE teacher. How to stop rampant cheating in games. If losing, it's flagrant cheating. God, good. Go, Billy.
Yeah.
Go.
So what's going on for the kid that happens with?
They're frustrated that they're not winning, so they want to cheat to win.
Yeah. And can you teach your kids something when they're frustrated?
Not well.
Yeah. So
Not
what do you deal with first?
Punitive punishment.
So what do you deal with first?
Oh, I don't know. In that moment, like they've just cheated. Like,
what do you need to work on before you work on them not cheating?
Well, I don't know. You got to explain the rules. Make sure that they know that there's a consequence. No,
well, I'm being a bit
unfair. No consequence.
I'm being a bit unfair on you, but it's their emotional development you've got to address first. So we're talking about higher order stuff. The kid
but you're not going to do that if the kid's just said, "Yeah, I've run 5 laps. I've only done 4."
Yeah. So explore why he's doing that first. The consequence, the punishment, and all that stuff. The way that you stop the cheating is you want to build a better sense of morals in the kid. But first, you have to deal with their frustration tolerance.
Yeah. So you're telling the PE teacher in that moment, you got to chat to them. You're not going to teach them anything.
Yeah, you can still have the consequence and be like, "Well, mate, you cheated." Whatever. But, I'm going to support you and all that stuff. But you need to get to the step ahead of before he cheats and wonder why he's cheating. And then go, he's probably cheating because his frustration tolerance is low. His self-esteem is insecure. Like all the kids that do that. But Evie does this. Evie sneaks off at the moment and grabs a texter and we just, we're like, oh, we haven't seen Evie for 10 minutes. And we find her and she hides under her bed covers and just covers with marker over one of her dolls. Just so she's doing it because she knows she shouldn't be doing it. She's hiding it from us and all this stuff. And whenever we find her, she screams and throws the texter across the room and all that stuff. But I understand that she's just doing that because she's testing boundaries and exploring her world and she wants to go off and do that stuff. But if that was dysfunctional, then I've got to get to the issue.
What's dysfunctional?
Cheating in a sports game in a PE class is dysfunctional. The kid who's doing that is at risk of being socially isolated because the other kids will go, screw this. This kid's a cheat. I don't want to be on his team. I don't want to be on the other team when he's playing, all of that stuff. It's a very antisocial behaviour if he's doing it.
Can you explain that to the kid?
No, you figure out why he's doing it first. You can, but it's not going to, if you don't address the core issue. And frustration tolerance is determined by 2 things, emotional regulation and skill acquisition.
Yeah.
So firstly, he has to be emotionally okay to lose. He's got to be able to handle that at his own cost. He's the one that lost the whole game. You want to build his tolerance and to be able to do that. You also, if he's cheating because he's the worst at basketball on the team and basketball matters to him, get him better at basketball. That's a skill acquisition component. That's where frustration tolerance comes from. There's an emotional regulation component and a skill acquisition component.
So I
talk about in the book, Evie sits there, cracks it at the Lego. I don't know if you've read that bit yet. She's trying to build a Lego airport, gets really annoyed.
Yep.
Blows up, throws Lego across the room. I sit there and I throw Lego with her because that's okay. And then what I do is build her ability to play Lego and build the airport and guide her at it, slowly get better, provide more support, hold her hand while she puts that bit in until she can do it independently. And then I help her outside of that moment with emotional regulation. So that in the future, when she can't get the Lego piece in, she's got a better move and she's able to keep her cognitive capacity and not completely get overwhelmed when the Lego piece doesn't fit. But it's less likely to happen because I'm teaching her how to put the Lego in.
I was going to say, you could write a book. Yeah. That's amazing.
But that's the point of that.
Wow. Okay. That's a very good answer.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
It's been a few episodes since I got that out of here. So. We nearly scrapped the whole. I was nearly going to throw myself into traffic after the last episode. You had to talk me off a cliff. I know. Nearly went straight in the bin, so it's nice to hear that people liked it.
Last short question.
This podcast is brought to you by Guiding Growing Minds, a social enterprise that aims to give all children the best opportunity to reach their potential and succeed in living rich and meaningful lives.